Hey everybody, you're getting a special bonus today. I want to get this video out on the day that this is happening, so just want to tell you that things you'll see will be kind of out of order because I've had a little distraction between the two. But you know what? Back on real time, like now. Today is, what is today, buddy? Today is Zen's birthday. That's right. Oh, this little buddy. Yeah, he is 6 years old today. Yeah, aren't you? He doesn't realize it, but he is. It's his birthday. I got Zen when he was 7 weeks old, and he was 12 and a half pounds. Now he's 100 pounds at 6 years old. Still a small Pyrenees, but I'll tell you what, I wouldn't give him up for nothing. Just been the best dog, aren't you? The best buddy. If you like a dog that's going to be big, affectionate, drool like crazy, shed everywhere, and not obey any commands, get one of these. But that's all right. We don't care. I don't care. And he doesn't care either. As long as he gets some attention and he gives him some attention back. And we enjoy it. But today's his birthday. So we got a couple special, no, not real special, but a little treat later on. We're going to go for a little walk. Walk? Yeah. Down on the lake. Because right now the lake is really calm. So we're going to walk down the lake. And we'll do some more talking as we start walking. So stay tuned. Oh, I want to say this. This picture coming up is going to be his first picture of Zen that we ever took when he was 7 weeks old. And this picture is Zen at 7 weeks old. Look at little teddy bear. I'm telling you, who could not resist something like that? And I wanted to say, people ask me, how did I get him? Well, we'll continue on that on our lake walk. So let's get walking. And I want to say this, just remember that, pets, dogs, etc., everything, they're here for part of your life. You're here for all of their life. So give them some belly rubs and some treats, and you get a lifetime of love in return. Here we go. We're going on our walk, and we'll try to keep this video kind of short. We'll tell you about Zen and our travels like you already know because you follow us on YouTube, and tell you a little more history. Right now we're going to work our way down to the trees. It's a great afternoon. There's some dogs in the background. There's a lot. Right now, camp, there's, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 campers. And I would say about 6 dogs. So maybe 7. But we're going to walk down here and do some walking. Once I get through this grove, we got to go through this grove of aspen trees to get to the lake. So we'll get to the other side. He's so excited with all the dogs. There's so many smells. And this is about the average walk for Pyrenees. You got to stop and smell every blade of grass. So you don't do much walking a lot of times. Most of the time you just kind of stand and wait. Heading down to the lake. Boy, the gnats have just come out like crazy. They're not biting, they just like to be in your face. But it's part of summer. But let's talk about how Zen came around and being in my life. I had some friends years ago, probably about, 6 years old, years ago, since Zen's is now 6, that you got a big bull mastiff Pyrenees mix. And I mentioned something like, man, I like to have a big dog. If I want a dog, I want a big dog. And so, they devised a plan, and they got me Zen for my birthday. It was cleared, don't worry, they let me know ahead of time, because you don't just give somebody a dog for a birthday and say, here, good luck. No, so it was planned beforehand, and I agreed, and, got to act surprised when I got him. And when I did get him, it was a surprise, because he was just the cutest little thing. He still is. But just the cutest thing as a puppy, as you saw in that last picture. But that's how he came in my life. And, you know, I'm glad he did, because he has been with me, and, you know, the high anxiety and the low depressions and everything in between. You know, we've been all over the country. We've traveled about 14,000 miles in the bus together. He'd always sitting beside me as a great travel companion. And yeah, you just saw that. There's not a rock in Utah he hadn't marked, but that's, or any state, really. But here's the lake tonight. Just beautiful, calm. Maybe if we're lucky, we catch some ospreys or bald eagles fishing here in a minute, but we'll walk around and let Zen do his sniffing. But yeah, he's been a great companion dog. And, you know, they do bark a lot, but, you know, they give you a reason for barking. Somebody comes around, or, you know, something he doesn't like. And it's just a good guard dog, because he is a livestock guard dog. And as I tell everybody, I'm his livestock. So he guards me, right? Oh, he's got something over there. He saw more people. But yeah, we've had a great time, and I hope to get many more years, you know, together. So we'll just see as we go along. But that's kind of a little short backstory, how he came into my life. You know, he was a kind of request, and somebody filled it, or a wish, and somebody filled it, and got me a big 100-pound dog that likes to drink lake water. He doesn't like to swim. He will wade out with his feet up to about his little, I guess you call them elbows, and that's about as deep as he gets. His tail won't get wet. So, but that's just, he is. They're not big water dogs. They will, some Pyrenees will like water, but then some don't. I guess like all dogs or people. So, but that's how we came along. So we're going to walk around the lake a little more, and then get back to the little, really small, tiny, unknowing birthday celebration. Just me and him, and he didn't really know it's his birthday. But that's just how it goes. And this is an overall view of the camp today, scattered out throughout the trees. This is, like I said, a pretty area. And it will be, you know, prettier as the trees start coming around. All the trees you see on the high mountain behind the campground, most of those are dead trees, and those are dead pine trees that the bark beetle killed out, and they're just still standing there. A lot of more aspens that are just now, it's almost June. As you can tell by these aspens, they're just now starting to come out. But oh, it's been a beautiful day. Little rain for about 15 minutes, pretty usual for this area. And now the sun's out, and we're making shadows. You gonna walk some more? Or are you sitting there going to, he's taking everything in, all the smells and sights, before we move on. And here we are, going to give Zen his treat, his meal. You guys are wondering why I'm sitting on a U-Haul truck. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, and you'll find out. For those who are regular subscribers, you'll find out in a couple more episodes. But yeah, we got his special birthday meal in here. Not really a meal, more like a treat. So, are you ready for it? Here's what we got for you. Just look at there. Whoa, I got him a whole pork chop. He knows it too. Look at that. Please. I was going to get him a like a beef bone when I went to the store, and they didn't have any. So I would have gone to the processing plant, which I didn't want to do that. But you ready for this? This is your birthday special. Usually you just get the bone, but today you're getting the entire thing. And this one is non-seasoned, so it is one happy pup. But that's his birthday. Don't give him any sweets or anything else. And then we're going to have one of these. Him and I will share one of these. This is venison sticks. There was a camper came by, and he actually was the first camper here this season. I think his name is, Mike, and or Rick. I'm sorry. I think it was Rick. Yeah, I think it was Rick. But he, this is a deer that him and I believe his son processed and made into snack sticks. So Zen gets part of one. I'm not going to give him the whole thing because they're kind of rich. So I'm going to have a little bite of one and then give him the rest because I don't want to give him too much because it's kind of sensitive on his stomach. And so what else I'm going to have is for my special part. Oh, got to watch out. We got meat in my hands. Is I'm having one of these Reese's white peanut butter cups. This is my treat for his birthday. You want one of this? Well, let me take a bite. That's good stuff. Gone. But yeah, I think we'll end the video here. Say thanks for watching, everybody. You want to like and subscribe. Zen is, man, already put away that entire pork chop. Big dogs, big mouth, and everything kind of goes down mostly whole. But we'll see you guys on the next one and explain this. So stick around. And happy birthday to this guy. You ready to go on to number 7? Won't be long. It's going to go by in a minute before you know it, won't it? So I'm going to say this for a few minutes. Again, see you guys on around the campground.